Hello, everybody, and welcome to Coffee with Chloe in the morning. It is morning. I don't have any coffee, but I am Chloe, founder of the Marmaj Foundation, and I guess council member on the Marmaj DAO. And now, I mean, a lot of these videos are going to be shifting focus to research based videos and just showing what I'm doing in the inner ecosystem. So I have created a new DAO. So I'm just going to kind of give a brief overview of what the DAO looks like. It's on Astro, so app.astrodao.com is how you get to this platform. And if you just go a global feed of all the DAOs that are in existence, and I mean, I don't even know how you. I just go to the search bar, honestly, and I just type Marmaj. And you can see there's now two DAOs. There's the Marmaj Foundation, there's the Marmaj Research DAO. And so I'm going to shift, and you can now log into multiple accounts at the same time on Astro. And so I'm going to come out of marmaj.near and go into 21819.near. And I'm going to go to My DAOs. And now it'll show that 21819 is ready to go for Marmaj Research. And the DAO has 15 or 19 USD value in it. So not really any extra near. It's just been created. There's nothing extra in it at all. So the treasury is quite bare, quite empty at the moment. So you can see that people have added some proposals. There's just been some setup stuff done. We have a logo, but that's about it. And so one of the things that we want to do maybe today, multicall.app, is create a multicall account for the DAO. That's kind of like one of the first things, in my opinion, I want to do when I create a new DAO to set up. Yes, there's the basic setup, but then there's getting a multi-call so that we can actually be Mika's having a good time today. We went skateboarding today again for the first time in a while. Went really far. It was a good time. And so she is she's full of energy and excitement. It's kind of how she is. If she's doing nothing, she'll sleep all day. She's fine. But when she's ready to go, she's full of energy. So she's hilarious. But you can see the near wallet of 21819 has 81 point some other odd amount of Marmaj tokens. And so this is the amount of Marmaj that, Chloe.near has sent to this account to start experimenting with Marmaj research for now. There's also some Myria that we were using to experiment with Myriad Social and other dApps on Near already. So it makes sense that we'd continue experimenting with this account on the Marmaj research account. And so, yeah, we're just going to go to Ref Finance. We are going to launch the application. We are going to, again, I wonder if this lets me view account. Can I log into multiple accounts at once? It would be nice. I don't think you can on Ref. Hopefully the new UI will allow you to. Nope. Sad times. So you get to sign out completely, and we'll just reconnect to 21819. The wallet does kind of handle it in browser and allow you to log in and out of different applications pretty easily. So no issue there. I'm very excited for the day that the Marmaj Foundation one day creates their little mobile application that works to kind of handle all this for people. One day, we'll probably partner with a team, to be fair, and not do it ourselves. But anyways, we're going to put, we are not doing stable swap, we're doing a normal swap, and we are going to swap from Marmaj just to get some near. Where are you, near? Oh, yes, just some W near. And let's just do like 8.19, just to make sure we have some gas in the account and everything's good. So we're going to make this swap. It goes pretty quickly, although, slower than I'd like. I think it's still like this latency issue where, you're still waiting a little longer than one would like at times, but it is reasonable. It's not that bad. And then up here, I'll click this to unwrap. So now it'll make sure I have a little more near in my account. So I'm going from the wrapped near, the W near that I just swapped the I swapped from marmaj to W near, wrapped near, and now I'm unwrapping that near back to near tokens. And you can always click more information here and check out exactly what's happening. So I'm calling the wrap.near contract, the near withdraw function with these arguments. This is the amount. So it's relatively straightforward. And so I'm so happy doing these videos with a burner account now, because doing them with the ledger was mind-numbing. So I still do all the ledger stuff in the morning or sometime in the day, and I also do the research stuff live streamed. But this is more efficient, at least for the videos, which is good. And so now what we will do is simply, actually, you know what I've never used before? I've never been on a DAO and then just been like deposit to DAO. So let's just deposit 8.19 near to the DAO. This is so cool. I've never like used this. So yeah, all it's really doing is, you know, let's make sure. No default translations found. I mean, it's not really doing anything. It's just sending near to the address. Should work. I trust the near blockchain, like the code, to revert the transaction if it's not going to work. So let's see. This number now should increase as long as nothing went wrong. We could check the wallet first. So we should actually see the number increase a tiny bit. We sent 8.19 to marmaj research. Seems like it worked. If we refresh the page here, there you go, 44 bucks. Awesome. So we'll go check our funds too and see that it's gone up. We have 14 near here. And now for multi-call. So what multi-call allows you to do is, well, if you don't know what a DAO is, a DAO allows you to kind of click this green button and wow, I need a drink. This is why I call it coffee with Chloe. Bianca, do you mind getting me some sort? Oh, can you pass me the cold coffee maybe? Because then I'd have a coffee and, you know, I can stay true to the coffee with Chloe, since I'm assuming that. Thank you so much. This is why you gotta get yourselves a wife. You know. Okay, so what the DAO allows you to do is start putting together some proposals that the council can vote on and execute some on-chain logic on the Near protocol blockchain. So you're able to come together as a group. So for this group, it's the marmaj DAO, Chloe.near, and 21819.near. So it's just all the DAO and me. But 21819 is the burner research account. Chloe.near obviously is my hot wallet, and the marmaj DAO is obviously the overall encompassing Marmaj Foundation on-chain, I guess, management fund or tool. And so you can do a bunch of different things. And so you can do custom function calls where you just do any arbitrary logic on Near. But using this UI and this kind of interface, you can only do basic logic. You can only put together some basic proposals. And using CLI, so if I kind of opened up my command line interface, I could try and compose simple logic or put together some more complex stuff, but then I gotta test it and make sure it's okay. It's a lot of headache for myself as the developer, as the person trying to do things and do things on chain. And so what Near Multicall allows you to do is just chain together some transactions. I want to transfer, like, maybe let's be realistic, right? So let's burn this. I want to transfer Near to a certain account. And then I want to transfer some fungible tokens, let's say, to that same account. And then maybe that account has some logic where, you know, it does. So this is where I think the dream of this going is. But so, you know, I'm explaining from a high level and explain what's possible now. The dream for me is that, you know, some other DAO or some other contract would use, you know, some automated service to know, okay, we've received these 2 tokens in this service or in this sequence or whatever. Now we're gonna execute on some logic themselves. And then when a receipt comes back, that approves some other logic, you could already chain together, okay, maybe transfer near back to the DAO. And there'd be some like piece in the middle, like, custom logic, like wait for receipt. And the receipt would be, you know, the receival of, you know, 100 near, right? And then you could be like, hey, transfer 100 near back to the DAO. And then, so this is another smart contract you'd actually build. So I'll kind of show that now. And so insert DAO name here, marmaj research. And it'll say there's no multi-call instance on this DAO. Let me move my head over here for this one. And so you can, I'll say propose. Let's propose that we make a multi-call instance for this DAO. And so it's going to cost 0.819 near to do so, because proposals on this DAO are expensive. I do not want people spamming this DAO. It's already happened a few times. And I want to definitely make sure that when I'm running, what's it called? Queries on, you know, what's happened on this DAO, there's no data in there that's, well, there's not a lot of data in there that's, you know, mistakes and just random things. I want to make sure that I'm able to actually look back on like 10,000 proposals and actually look into who's doing what and all that. And it's real people. So, yes. Yeah. So high bond for that. I might even raise the bond, honestly, soon. Once we start doing like token weighted voting and all of that. We're still going to have like the members role of 0.819 marmaj. The stakeholders role of 8.19 marmaj, and the partners role of 819 marmaj for the Research DAO. But yeah, we're gonna also make sure the bond is quite high, so that people that are submitting proposals have buy-in. But we'll be talking about that on this kind of stream over time anyway. So we have to actually go back to okay. Good to go. Coughing up a lung over here. Okay, we have to actually go back to the DAO and go to the proposals. And we'll see now that there is a proposal to add a multi-call instance for this DAO. And so this is the smart contract, marmaj-research.v1.multicall.near. Quite straightforward. This is the code right here that's going to be happening. There's v1.croncat.near. There's a cron job that happens to automate this. It costs 1 near, so your DAO has to have 1 near in it. That's why I put the extra 8.19. So we'd have some extra near to do this with. So for example, if someone watching this video was like, hey, I have a new DAO, I might want a multi-call instance for my DAO. You're going to have to make sure you put, I would do more than one, put a couple of near into your DAO for gas fees and storage fees to start making these contracts. For a mint-based contract would be like 6.5 near. A multi-call instance would be 1 near. And there's also gas fees involved as well. So we're just going to vote yes, and 1 vote should do it, which, you know, is not incredibly secure at all. But again, this is the Research DAO. Okay, sorry, I do have to use more gas. Again, the UI of the wallet will take care of that. My gosh. There we go. Perfect. Approved. And now if I type in marmaj research, it'll show that we have the DAO is an admin, and the actual smart contract is an admin, of course, of its own like self. And so this part will be added soon, tokens and jobs and all that kind of stuff. But Okay, so today's video, we're not going to be actually depositing tokens to this and doing anything with it. This is just DAO setup. So now we have our multi-call. That's awesome. The next part of DAO setup is actually sending some marmaj tokens here. So 21.819 and not that, marmaj. So for now, we're just going to send 21.819 marmaj to the marmaj Research DAO because, first of all, we don't really want to keep a lot of marmaj tokens in the DAO. It's just for research, maybe to pay out some bounties for people to get things started. Arguably, the majority of tokens will be held in the multi-call contract. And so the idea is, you know, hopefully there'll be a dashboard eventually that shows. So when I go to marmaj, or even like, for example, marmaj, it shows here and it shows no tokens and blah, blah. But it'd be awesome if, you know, multi-call UI showed all of the fungible tokens. Are you serious? Why is this happening to me? Oh gosh. Is this why people are having issues? Okay, so you have to put marma space J, which is good. I actually like that because it is marma space J. Let's put myself back over here for a little bit. The marmaj DAO has a bunch of different tokens, and it would be wonderful if that was displayed on the multi-call UI. So I will select the DAO and make sure that we are actually locked in for it. And now when I go back to the app, we're actually locked in. It knows, sorry, I'm like in front of it again. My face needs to just go away. Like my face is just not an important part of this video at all. But anyways, at the bottom left here, you could see that it knows that we are now using the marmaj Research DAO. And so if, for example, we had marmaj tokens in the marmaj Research multi-call contract, we could start saying, okay, pay out a bounty to this researcher, pay a bounty to this researcher, pay a bounty to this researcher, pay a bounty to this researcher. And it even says, you know, there's a little red barrier around it showing that, okay, this is not ready yet. So you have to come in here and edit it. It says you have to put a receiver address. Okay, so, you know, Chloe.near might be one of, right? It'll you know, Chloe.near, that might be one of the researchers, and you're going to give them 8.19 tokens for, you know, research, you know, marmaj research paper. What would it be? Like Pixel 3XL, Nimbus, yeah, Pixel 3XL, Nimbus 2022 near Con 2. Right, so maybe this is what someone did. And TGAS, we would just leave that alone. We wouldn't touch that for now. The UI should kind of handle all of those kind of settings. And, you know, obviously we would want to do marmaj.tkn.near. And it'll show us that it's marmaj. Like, the UI will know, okay, you're sending marmaj now. And we could just, I mean, obviously we wouldn't want to have to rewrite that every time. So we can just say, okay, duplicate this now a bunch of times. And then we would just go in the next one, edit, and say, okay, for this one, maybe Bianca, research paper, and maybe Bianca did the infographics for the research paper to make sure that my you know, maybe I was hacking on this, right? And maybe my crazy ramblings need to be displayed in a nice visible way. And so Bianca's hacking on it for that. And then I can just come in here and keep, you know, writing out all the people that worked on this research paper and send it out in one DAO proposal, which is helpful. And maybe we have a weekly research paper, and I am dying today. Maybe we have a weekly research paper and we want to automate this. And so the idea is eventually maybe we can be like, okay, every week we have a mint-based NFT or a few mint-based NFTs that go on sale. And we want to have, let's just show maybe another example. We have custom flows that are going to, purchase a mint-based NFT that's going to have, that we like in the next iteration. So like if we know that, like we could have a smart contract, we make one NFT a week, we mint one of them, so we know the ID of the NFT is going to go up by one each week, or each time, and so we can just have a proposal that's put together to purchase the NFT on Mintbase, or put a proposal into our DAO. So what this would do is put a proposal into the DAO right here that we can vote on, that would purchase the next ID of an NFT on Mintbase, and that NFT could be the research paper, and that NFT would have royalty splits to all the artists that worked on it, or creatives, or researchers, or whoever else. And so each time the DAO proposal was passed and funds were sent from the multi-call account to the Mint-based contract to buy the NFT, for example, funds would then be spent instantly to everyone who worked on the NFT. So, sorry. I think it makes DAO votes pretty powerful using a multi-call contract, and that's kind of why we set one up. What else is important for setup? Oh, Mint. I just said Mint-based store, so I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way. I know there's potentially, like, one of the things I want the Marmaj Foundation to hack on during the January hackathon is going to be a UI for DAOs setting up Mint-based stores. Like, I don't know how people, or even a UI for people minting on a DAO. Like, I don't understand. Like, I guess minting on a DAO is a bit easier. Like, Mintbase could just allow a tick for minting something on a DAO. Wait, yeah, that would be super helpful, wouldn't it? You just go through your whole minting process. Bianca, does that make sense? You just go through your whole minting process, like how you do on 3XR, and when you get to the end, you just say, hey, mint this on, like, this DAO? Like I don't know. Seems like something that needs to happen. But this is taking a long time. My gosh. I'm trying to just open Mintbase. Dying. Okay. So I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way. But creating a store and creating smart contracts needs a UI. There needs to just be a UI for putting together all your smart contracts for your DAO, right? So just like I made my multi-call contract, there needs to be a UI where you just say, hey, this is my DAO, marmaj-research, and it says, hey, you're an admin on a multi-call contract, but you are not an owner of a Mint-based contract. Click this button to make a Mint-based contract. Here's how much storage you need. You only have, like, you have 20 near, but you're using 18 near for storage, and you need at least 6.5 near for the Mint-based store. Please top up your account with 4.5 more near. Click this button to do so. Like, just a simple UI for making sure your DAO is set up. So hopefully we'll be working on this with DAOcubator, but that's like, again, a January project. I am dying. 1 second. Had too much sushi and salt last night. It's killing me. It's like a once every like 6 month, 3 month kind of thing usually. But when we go, we go. So yeah. There's that vegetarian who goes to sushi and balls out. Anyways, we were logged in. Let's go to create. I don't think we're not on any stores. Enter Wise. Okay. You guys are funny. That Mintbase is funny. I love you guys. You're awesome. So enter wise one. Sign in with your new account to start using Mintbase. I already did this. It's signed in up here. Let's try refreshing the page, or I'll just click sign in again. Let's try refreshing. It should. Okay. There you go. It worked. You don't have a store yet, or it's processing. That's really helpful. So thank you for that, guys. I'm gonna put myself back in the bottom corner. So thank you for letting me know that it might be processing, but we are going to create a new store, at least to see. So marmaj research. Let's keep things. Is that even how you spell research? Like, oh, you can't do a dash. Lord help me. Marmaj. Oh gosh, you can't do capitals either. It won't let you do that. Do any of those letters? Oh, it doesn't let you do that either. Do any of those like, could I do no? I guess that's fine. The J does kind of, I like the J in marmaj because it does cut off things regardless if it's lowercase or uppercase. So let's just do that. MJR, I guess, would be wonderful. So we're just going to click. Oh yeah, deploying the store and setting the icon is different now because the icon becomes the first NFT minted on the store, so that you can do it from a ledger, I think. But that's kind of talking to Bianca in my head. Sorry. Deploy store. You need 6.5 near. Ooh, they have it as an actual page where you can redirect and learn. I'm afraid it might lose my store, so I'm going to open it in a new tab. This is cool. So they actually try and explain the whole thing to you before you go, showing it's not a Mint-based fee. It's a platform fee for storage. So this is pretty cool. What's it called? Ernest, whenever you edit this wonderful video, if you could also add to the highlight reel this wonderful link, I also might just save it and send it to you. But, making sure to add this because this is super helpful. I think a lot of people get confused, like, why does it cost so much? But yeah, we're going to confirm, although we're not going to actually do this here. So we don't even have enough. We sent it all to the DAO. And I'm not even sure the DAO has enough. So let's send a little more to the DAO. 2.819. And then let's just copy and paste it to make it easier. Okay. And then it should work, but we're just gonna copy this, say, hey, let's do a custom function call, create marmaj research mint-based store. I mean, I'd rather put this here first. Ooh, what? Oh. Silly. And then create store. Right? I think it's create store. Yeah, create store. Sorry. These are the arguments. Simple enough. This one. We'll just use. Actually, we'll just use the docs link in the actual proposal to make it really easy to find them again. We need to send. So 300 Terragas went from the wallet. It's sending 300 Yak donate. Okay, no, sorry. We gotta send the actual amount. So 6.5, and it might want exactly. So we're just gonna put 6.5. The Terragas here, we usually just do 219, but it's sending 300. I don't think we can put 300. 219 should be enough. if it fails, we'll do it again. I have a meeting in 13 minutes, so let's just do it. 150 teragas for the actual proposal. This is for the logic of the... So this is for the logic of the proposal. This is for the logic of submitting the proposal. That took me like 4 months to like figure out. So if that helps somebody, I hope so. Like, that's so confusing. Sorry. Someone needs to put tooltips there because that is super confusing. Anyways, this should work. I don't have enough. That's hilarious. My phone's over there. So I'm gonna get my phone, send myself some near, and then be right back. Wait, I'm so silly. See, this is why sometimes you need to just... Duh. I'll just sell more marmaj. So when people... Because this makes more sense. Because people ask me, what is marmaj used for? I don't know what this marmaj stuff's for. Instead of sending more near to myself, I'm just going to do it on my Chloe account. That's the exact same thing I'm doing right here. So yeah, this is what marmaj is used for, to experiment with near technology, to try and educate others, you know, send tokens to other people to do the same thing. Yeah, there we go. I do have to unwrap it first, obviously, to use it. Wrapped near is a fungible token. Near is a network layer, I guess, coin. I guess it's a little bit different. Maybe it's not different in proof of stake networks. Not really sure. Anyways, now I will be able to... Where is it? Where is it? This is the one. Refresh the page. There we go. So I like how quick that all works for me. I don't know. I like the web wallet 90% of the time. It does just get the job done in a reasonable time frame. Let's hope that I did the right thing. Create mint-based store, yada, 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 all this stuff. Let's just vote yes and see if it works. That's the only way to really test it out and see. And if it worked, then, oops, I definitely need to put 300 teragas. That's, yeah, I mean, obviously, I can't submit it with 150, considering it takes 219. Yeah, I asked for it. Anyways, the wallet takes care of that as well. Again, that's why I like the web wallet. On Ethereum, it will just go through, then I have to redo it, and blah, blah, blah. Approved. It seems like it worked, right? Yep, everything approved. Now we can go to Mintbase. We can go to... I mean, we should be able to go to Create, and it should just be here, probably. Yeah, marmaj Research. And then we can start minting things. And so, for example, if we wanted to start minting our research papers, which is what we would actually be minting, like that's the point. We'd mint, let's say, 3 research papers. We'd say, like I just said, marmaj research, blah, blah. Like, I don't know how we're going to probably define these. Like, probably like by year, 2022, event, near, con, and then like what the hack was. So, pixel, Nimbus, right? Paper, and then like right up. I don't know, or no, the whole thing, right? This is just the paper, and then like this is the marmaj research teams, blah blah blah, like the whole thing, and then you put the image, right? So maybe it's like the team at NearCon hanging out, partying, doing its thing. And so we do need to resize this page so that it shows. It still doesn't show, even though every. There we go. That's the size they want us to use. Okay. So for you put the image in. I'm not going to put an image in right now. Actually, let's just see if we can. I probably have no images on this. Oh gosh, I probably have. Okay, pictures. I have screenshots. That's about it. Oh, we bought a NearCon ticket today. Let's put that in. That's fun. With the marmaj normal DAO, but we'll probably buy another one with the Research DAO. With they seem like they're gonna have sponsorship tickets or something like that. And so the marmaj Research DAO would potentially sponsor NearCon by buying. Yeah, not from the marmaj DAO anymore. The marmaj DAO is gonna move to like more managerial things and management and treasury management. And the Research DAO is going to move more into me doing just the crazy one-off things. So yeah, we can put up to 25 accounts in the royalties, so we can be like, 2.19% to, we'll probably just do like 8.19 and then just try and do as many as possible. So like Chloe.near 8.19 to Bianca.near, and then like 8.19 to Amory.near, and then like 8.19 to Rebecca.near. And you can just keep going, right? And putting in as many accounts as you'd like. Oh, for 25. And that's the 25% royalty. So it'll say, no, you can't do that soon. Sometimes it doesn't like the 8.19 part. Sometimes it wants 2.19 or 2.1 or 2. Yeah, it wants a normal number. Sad times. I think it wants a normal number. It used to work. 2.19. Sad times. It won't let me do the complex stuff anymore. Ah, man. So what number would we use? We'll probably just use like... that's boring. That's boring. They won't let me use decimals in my royalties anymore on Mint-Base, babe. She doesn't care. I mean, she cares, but she has more important things I think to deal with than my worries about Mint-Base royalties. But it's okay. We'll figure it out eventually. Maybe 1%. So low though. 2% is so low. What numbers do I like between 2 and 8? 8. Okay, let's just do 8 then. Right? Bianca says 8. So that's what we're doing. Up to 50, and then we can do split revenue, yada, yada, yada. But anyways, the point is... Wait. Did I just mint this under... I'm so confused. I thought I minted it under... Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, well, I did it through the thing, but then I forgot to change the owner ID. So this is me typically doing stuff like this. It's hilarious. But okay, so next time if you follow these instructions, just edit the owner ID when you do this. When you copy and paste it, edit the owner ID. But it doesn't really matter. You can go to the store settings. It lets me show this part at least. You can also transfer store ownership. So you can come here, go to marmaj Research, and transfer store ownership. I'm actually not going to transfer the store ownership. I'm just going to keep it owned under 21819 for now, so I can eventually get my wonderful wife or maybe some other people to make some designs for all of this and make it look cool and interesting. And then once it all looks good and we have all the settings in and all the description and everything like that, we will transfer it over back to the DAO. But yeah, that was kind of just more showing how you can do it. But I guess it's easier just to make it on your own and transfer it. Right? So, what else do we need? I think that's it. I have to go to a meeting in 3 minutes anyway, so that's it anyways. We will continue setting up the multi-call contract later on in the week, hopefully. and experimenting with probably, hopefully the ref first, just doing normal ref stuff, like farming and all of that with the multi-call account and all of that. And then hopefully moving into burrow a tiny bit, at least into like just the normal flow of like depositing like a stable coin and then like borrowing less of another stable coin, or they're maybe the same stable coin. Yeah, like I don't know, something very simple, just to like see what the code would look like, look at it on a dashboard, and like just go through that. But yeah, see everyone, or Ernest, Monish.